with Travis working the slot. They lay this one out for James Owens. Owens cuts back to the middle, 25, 20. James Owens at the 15, the 10, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, touchdown! James Owens takes it to the house.
And Keith James Owens has been fantastic all night.
Hit and drop. Woo! Looking to pass again. Ramblers got him. Sacked! Pulls it now, shoots across the middle. Touchdown, FAMU! Right on the money, and the Ramblers are back. Flushed out of the pocket. Ramblers have a spot. Can we make the tackle? We do. Flies toward the end zone. This one is picked off. That's around the first down. Move those chains. Touchdown, FAMU. Down to the 5-yard line. Move those chains. It's a first down for Florida A&M. It's fired. It's picked off. The Ramblers with 45 seconds left have shut the door.
Hello and welcome to the Coach Joe Taylor Show. I'm Keith Miles, your host, along with the head Rambler, Coach Joe Taylor. Coach, the Ramblers and Bulldogs of South Carolina State got together, and it's always a dogfight when these two battle each other.
Yeah, we had talked about whenever these two teams get together, you just throw away the records. But, I just took my hat off to South Carolina State. They, they played. I just thought that the energy level was much higher. We've lost games before, but this is really disappointing because, if you don't miss the extra point, there is no overtime. If you just hold on to the football, you don't fumble, costly penalties. We didn't have the kind of focus that we are, familiar with. And, we just didn't play well and, just blew an excellent opportunity.
Yeah, it was dubbed the blackout game, Coach. And everybody wore black, supported the team. Team even wore their new black uniforms tonight. But the South Carolina State Bulldogs, we knew they were going to come to Tallahassee, and they wanted to play spoiler.
Well, and, haven't been having a great year. But, again, two storied programs, two strong traditional powerhouses. And, they really came in with the idea that, their season's not over. They know that they can't win the season, but, you just take your head off because their energy level was much higher.
All right, Coach, we're going to come back and take a look at first-half highlights of FAMU and South Carolina State after this timeout on the Coach Joe Taylor Show.
I'm Mickey Clayton, Executive Director of the Rattler Booster Club. The Rattler Booster Club contributed $591,000 to the athletic department of Florida A&M University. Some of the things we were able to purchase this year was the Jumbotron, and we assisted with the scoreboard and the Al Lawson Center, and golf carts for our seasoned Rattler Booster supporters, pitching machine for the baseball team, the shooting machine for the basketball team. So the Rattler Booster program supports all athletic programs. Join the Booster Club. Call the Rattler Booster office at 850-224-6093. It's not.
You've been involved in an accident? You feel like today is going to be a bad day? You have headaches, neck pain, back pain? Well, call us here at Tallahassee Accident and Rehab, where we have your neck and your back. Call me, Dr. Ways, at Tallahassee Accident and Rehab. We're located at 1711 South Gaston Street. Tallahassee Accident and Rehab, your local accident doctors. Call us at Tallahassee Accident and Rehab, where you control your case. We got your neck and your back.
90.5, the Flavor Station, always represent that real hip hop and R&B. Sean D is in the building to that 7 o'clock hour.
Welcome back to the Coach Joe Taylor Show. Coach, it was the second week in a row after a long start of the season on the road that the Rattlers were home, and this one was dubbed the blackout game. So everybody showed up in black. Even you and I wore black today.
Well, I guess it turned into, a fashion show, but, we appreciate the fans coming out and participating in the blackout. I don't know if we got too busy with that whole idea. The players came out initially in orange and green, and after warm-ups, they went back and put on their black. And You know, stage was set, but now go play the football game. And again, you know, the fumbles, the costly penalties, we didn't have the kind of focus, again, that we are customarily having. So it just really, you know, again, disappointing loss.
All right, Coach, let's go to first half highlights. I hate to make you go through it all over again, but here we go. It was a beautiful afternoon in Tallahassee. Not a cloud in the sky. Perfect day for college football. And here we go. The Rattlers in the black uniforms, and we get to go to work right away. And Eddie Rocker, initially, Coach, started off right where he left off a week ago and got some good positive yards for us.
Yeah, well, he ran hard. You know, from last week, 171 yards, and started off real strong. But again, you know, our demise, to me, we threw the ball, but again, I didn't know if our eyes were always in the right place because they didn't play anything any different. It was like either cover 2 or cover 4 with 2 high safeties. And of course, your crossing routes are the perfect routes for that kind of defense. And we just didn't get into it in terms of getting the ball off into those guys. Now, I didn't expect for them to come in and run the ball the way they did. Because again, I don't know if we go back, if there's still some wildcatting. You know, every gap is assigned. But when you got guys that's supposed to be in B gap, now they in C gap. You know, and here's an just one of your top guys just drops a pass right to him. You know, again, our focus is obvious that our focus is not where it needs to be. And these guys are coming in here with the fact that, look, no pressure, let's just go play. And I thought, again, their energy level was much higher.
All right, Richard Q was the starting quarterback for South Carolina. See, he went all the way today, Coach. Wiley suffered a concussion a week ago, didn't even make the trip. And so Q was at the controls, and this is Jalen Simmons, and he was a workhorse for them tonight.
Yeah, somewhere around 140 yards, and, you know, that was, you know, again, get in your gaps. You know, if you got C gap, you in C gap. B gap, you in B gap. But when you're wildcatting. And then there was too much yardage after contact, which simply means that, again, you know, the energy level over there is a lot higher. Now, I don't know how they call this a push-off on us for this particular play here, but, again, a costly penalty.
Yeah, offensive pass interference was the call, and it went against us, and then South Carolina State back on offense now, and that's Terry Johnson coming up to make a big play. We had good pressure, Coach, from the interior line all night, but, of course, South Carolina State was able to make some plays here and there happen.
Yeah, well, the little read zone option, and there's some, you know, again, 2 guys, and we don't come up with the interception. Real strong run here to get out the end zone.
Yeah.
But again, we call down in that when it's -3, it's a bomb. We throw a 9 route, but we don't throw the 9 route. But again, here's Rocker with a real strong run.
Yeah. Got us a little breathing room.
Yeah. But and Brandon, you know, we're doing some things with the run game as well as the pass game. But to me, it was too many 3 and outs, and mainly because their energy level. You know, the plays are there, but we got to put the effort forward and keep going north and south and stay within this east and west. But here's again another opportunity for us to go out and punt because it's a 3 and out.
Yeah, Brandon kicks this one, and we had several of his punts tonight, Coach, went inside the 20.
Yeah, he did a great job of changing the field. I don't know what his yardage was, but I know he was a lot better this week than he's been. And maybe because we've been working on the protection and coverage, and several times he did change field position with those booming kicks.
Yeah, he went 8 for 348 yards, Coach, 43.5 average, 54 long, 2 inside the 20 and 1 touchback. That's a great night.
Yeah, that's a great night. But here again, that was really a flea flicker. We threw the ball over to Travis, and we had Linwood going up the sideline, but Travis decided to run with it. Things that we did not execute. You know, we just did not execute, and if you don't execute, then you know you can't expect to win.
Yeah, this is a great catch here in the end zone. Adamson Felix gets us on the board with a 25-yard pass from Damian. Right over the middle, Coach. That would open up really nice for us.
Yeah, went to an empty backfield and created a stretch. And, they didn't cover their middle. Great call, good catch, good execution.
At the half, it's 7-7.
7-7.
All tied up, and, mistakes made, but, hey, we evened it out, got it to 7, basically going to come back the second half at a 0-0 game, and it's going to be a battle to see who's going to fight it all out. And, I know at this point in the ball game, you saw mistakes that you felt like we could correct in the second half.
Well, we just told the defense after they gave up that first drive, I thought they settled down, and I told them this morning, believe what you see, trust what you see. They do what they do, but again, we didn't get in the gaps the way we should. But I thought we settled down and played better defense as the first half went on, and offensively, we understood cover 4, cover 2, and we got pass beaters for that. But our receivers, to me, wasn't getting into their routes, and really it's crossing routes and underneath routes. But we went over it at half, and again it's 7-7. And I told them that we got these black uniforms on, but that's not the show. All right, we need to go out here and execute.
All right, Coach, we're going to come back and take a look at second half highlights of FAMU and South Carolina State after this time out. Coach Joe Taylor Show.
The Rattler Booster program supports all athletic programs at the university. Join the Rattler Booster Club. It's not too late.
You've been involved in an accident? You feel like today is going to be a bad day? You have headaches, neck pain, back pain? Well, call us here at Tallahassee Accident and Rehab, where we have your neck and your back. Call me, Dr. Ways, at Tallahassee Accident and Rehab. We're located at 1711 South Gaston Street. Tallahassee Accident and Rehab, your local accident doctors. Call us at Tallahassee Accident and Rehab, where you control your case. We got your neck and your back.
Welcome back to the Coach Joe Taylor Show. Coach, it's 7-7 at halftime, man. I know it's time for a little locker room talk. Mistakes made, but hey, let's go out and give it our all in the second half against the Bulldogs, because they were coming to Tallahassee to play.
Well, we just reminded them again, they're not going to roll over. This is a conference ball game. We know that, some things surrounding the game. But, gentlemen, I just thought that we were getting out hustled. That, penalties, we had 4 at the half. Costly penalties, at which we knew we had to erase that. And then the drop balls, but then they come out, we kick off, and they go right down the field and score. That wasn't what we was looking to see, but the too many yards after contact as the second half got started on.
All right, Coach, let's go to second half highlights. South Carolina State is going to come out of the chute, and as you said, Coach, the Bulldogs going to march right down the field, and with 3 big running plays that set them up.
Yeah, and all you got to do is squeeze that situation there. See, they running straight to the quarterback. Well, he's handing the ball off to the halfback. Well, your defensive end got to make that play. Well, he's down inside, and that's just wildcatting. And, if you're not going to play assignment football, you can't expect to win.
Yeah, Richard Q takes it in for the score, and the Bulldogs now back on top. And Coach, the Rattlers fought and scrapped and
But look
tried.
at this big play.
Yeah,
here.
this was a big turnover.
Oh boy, yeah. You know, they've come out and scored. Now they got the ball right back. However, we do hold on this particular, but you know, your offense is on the sideline, and now it's getting. You know, you're not pushing a panic button, but all of a sudden now, you know, you got to do things a little bit different because, you know, time is beginning to go against you. Even though here it's still 14-7, but what a blunder! You just cannot go out there and just, you know, fumble the ball away. And here again, you know, you got to go get that, you know. But again, this wasn't the best night for our quarterback, but you know, we're still fighting at it. And, you know, a little underneath pass to our tight end.
Yeah, and Etheridge actually got hurt on this play, Coach. I don't know the extent of his injury, but it was you know, he took his legs from under him, and obviously he was in a lot of pain after that.
Well, he was hit low around the knees, and he went out, but he did come back. But that just, again, showed that their intensity is a little higher than ours because, you know, those are the kind of hits that we're looking to be making. But, you know, here's a great play. They're off the field, and you know Terry Johnson makes a great play here.
Yeah. Terry and Devin, Coach, were in double coverage there and to prevent that pass. And here we go. This is Nick Belcher, and once again he kicks another field goal, and that puts them up. But at this point in the ball game, let's see,
about 17.
Yeah. 20.
But see, look at that hit there. See, that's football. And again, at some point, they had decided that, listen, let's keep hustling, and we can make this thing happen. And but we do come back and throw a little, what we call a whip route. And now we're, it should be 17-14, I believe. And, you know, still good ball game, still in it. Of course, here we block it. You know, even though we're not playing good, solid, sound football, you know, we're making enough plays.
Making plays, yeah.
And here's a pretty good play here.
This is a great play. James Owens going to take this one to the house, Coach. Somehow or another, he found his way to the end zone.
Yeah, and this, I think this is one that ties the game at 20-20. And at this point, you know, I'm thinking, well, look, we've, you know, not played our best football, but we're still in it. But, you know, go into overtime and... You know, that's the last play there. And a situation where you had an out route right at the sticks, and we decided to throw it deep, and, you know, there's two guys back there, and, you know, knocked it down, and that's the ball game. Yeah,
that's how it ends. 27-20, South Carolina State comes to Tallahassee and wins a big conference game. And, Coach, that drops us to 3-5, overall 3-2 in conference play. And coming up, the open week. So before we head into these final 3 games of the season, there's some things I know you want to work on, get corrected before we can make the home stretch run.
Well, first of all, you cannot make those mental errors. You know, we keep telling the defensive ends, we cannot wildcat. You got to stay in your lane. We gave up unnecessary yardage, unnecessary first downs to keep them on the field. Then we practice extra on extra point field goal. If we make that extra point, there is no overtime because it's 21-20. You got to work on that. And then penalties. At the most inopportune time, in an overtime, and then when they get a field goal, they kick the field goal. It was wide left, but we're offsides. Give them a 5-yard closer shot at it, and then they make it. So those are the kind of things that, you know, again, it's focus or lack of focus. And right now, I don't know if the new uniforms or what, but we were not focused and we did not play sound football, and we got to work on those things.
All right, Coach, that's the way it ends in Tallahassee, 27-20. And as we go to break, we'll take a look at final statistics, and we'll come back with the players of the game and a whole lot more on the Coach Joe Taylor Show. So stay with us.
been involved in an accident? You feel like today is going to be a bad day? You have headaches, neck pain, back pain? Well, call us here at Tallahassee Accident and Rehab, where we have your neck and your back. Call me, Dr. Ways, at Tallahassee Accident and Rehab. We're located at 1711 South Gaston Street. Tallahassee Accident and Rehab, your local accident doctors. Call us at Tallahassee Accident and Rehab, where you control your case. We got your neck and your back.
I'm Mickey Clayton, Executive Director of the Rattler Booster Club. The Rattler Booster Club contributed $591,000 to the Athletic Department of Florida A&M University. Some of the things we were able to purchase this year was the Jumbotron, and we assisted with the scoreboard in the Al Lawson Center, and golf carts for our seasoned Rattler Booster supporters, pitching machine for the baseball team, the shooting machine for the basketball team. So the Rattler Booster program supports all athletic programs. Join the Booster Club. Call the Rattler Booster office at 850-224-6093. It's not too late.
90.5, the flavor station, always represent that real hip hop and R&B. Sean D is in the building to that 7 o'clock hour.
Welcome back to the Coach Joe Taylor Show. Let's take a look at this week's players of the game. On offense, Coach James Owens. 7 receptions and 88 yards, 1 touchdown, 42 long. Owens is a talented running back, but he had a big night catching the ball tonight.
Yeah. Well, I just still need to see him focus more. He did make the big play there to tie the ball game, but you know you can't turn the ball over, and in those crucial situations. The talent's there, but I guess we keep forgetting this is really his first year back playing, and it's showing because. If we can get the consistency where it needs to be, he'll be an outstanding guy. But he did come back and tie the game up, so again, that's why he's our MVP.
On defense, Coach Devin Roberts had a big night. 11 total tackles, 9 solo, a tackle for loss, 1 forced fumble, and a fumble recovery.
Yeah. Well, he's more than stood in for John Oyo, which had surgery this past Wednesday. He's out for the season. But Devin had stepped in and really gave us a real solid plug guy in the run game, and then he does a fine job in our coverage as well. So again, he's around the ball a lot, and he made quite a few tackles. And so again, that's why he's our MVP.
On special teams, Coach James Owens gave us 173 all-purpose yards, 88 receiving, and 82 on kick returns. He did have that fumble, but a big night for him nevertheless.
Well, yeah, he gave us some good field position with the kickoff return, but after they come out in the second half and they go down and score, which is what you don't want to see, then they kick off, and now they right back out because he gets hit and he fumbles the football. But outside of that, he did, put us in good field position. But we just got to work on protecting the football.
All right, Coach. Let's go to break. Let's take a look at the Mideastern Athletic Conference scoreboard and the Mideastern Athletic Conference standings, and we'll be back with some final thoughts on the Coach Joe Taylor Show after this time out.
Rattler Booster program supports all athletic programs at the university. Join the Rattler Booster Club. It's not too late.
Introducing a mobile application that could open up an entire new world for the orange and green faithful, with the ability to check out the latest in-campus news, events, athletic scores, and much, much more. Specifically designed for the family. Whether it's linking to your class courses from your mobile device, looking through maps to find specific buildings on campus, or just having some fun looking through uploaded videos and photos, a great addition to your mobile FAMU student lifestyle. Get your FAMU app today.
.5, the flavor station, always represent that real hip hop and R&B. Sean D is in the building to that 7 o'clock hour.
Welcome back to Coach Joe Taylor Show. Coach, next week, a much needed and a much welcome open week for the Rattlers to heal some bumps and bruises, but also focus on some things we need to work on going into that home stretch.
Well, you know, you would think at this point ball security would be understood by now. Again, playing sound, and if I got C gap, I got to be in C gap. I got B gap, I got to be in B gap. But, you know, we're still teaching and reteaching the same things. But it is good to be in the bye week so that we can put extra on it. We probably don't need to go out and do any hitting. We'll do a little self-scouting to kind of see where we are. But mainly working on fundamentals, because at this point, you know, you have to play sound fundamental defense, and you have to protect the football. If you don't, those are perfect prescriptions for losing ball games.
Yeah, up next for the Rattlers after the open week is a road trip to Greensboro to take on the Aggies of North Carolina A&T. And Coach, like playing South Carolina State, it's always tough to play the Aggies in Greensboro.
Yeah. Well, one lesson we keep learning around here is that whenever the orange and green show up, it brings out the best in everybody. Again, South Carolina State have been having some issues, but came down here and just played a fantastic football game. Why? Because of the orange and green. We're going to get everybody's best. So we don't have a choice. We're going to have to, you know, get back to the basics and bring our A game. And try to finish this thing as strong as we can.
All right, Coach, we're going to miss all you Rattler fans next week for the open week, but we'll be back the week following, and of course we'll have all of the highlights of FAMU and North Carolina A&T. We hope you'll join us there. We'll see you. Thank you.